So how do you as a leader work with people so that they start telling you all these things? Customer experience starts from you taking care of yourself. Customer experience is about the influence that you have. So as I wind up, hello? As I wind up, I would like to take us through the key trends that are shaping the customer experience piece. Excuse me? Oh, that's more like it. Thank you guys. So what are these trends that are shaping customer experience across the world? Number one, really understanding your customer. It goes beyond demographics. It goes beyond age. This no more, Juakali KYC, I know where you stand. You should be able to know that I am a manager in Pepsi, so my salary comes every so forth. If I haven't paid your postpaid plan, it's because of this. You should be able to know that I have children, so if you're in Prudential, then you approach me with my children's names. Because that is customer experience. Really understanding these customers beyond the obvious. And taking it back to ourselves. How many of you can tell me you know your colleagues that you work with, other than these plastic jackass smiles? Somebody says, hi, hi, hi. And before even somebody, good morning, 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 morning. Before even somebody tells you morning, you're already in the lift. Always, corporates, I've been there with your laptop. You're the most busy person that you forget to know that that is not your job. Duh, hello? You forget to know that you cease to be important if you have nothing you're adding to your employer. Because you're working 24/7 in the same company. 5 a.m. you're on the road. 8 p.m. you're finishing the first Excel. Saturday you're on emails on your tab or laptop. You have no life, you become so miserable, you become grumpy, you take it back. Now there is this happy-go-like fella who is in Rotary and gets things from there, or Toastmasters, or international companies, or doing an MBA, so comes to the boardroom with something more. And you're there, I've given my life to Pepsi. I've given my life. Who told you to give them your life? And they did promote me because they gave you a salary, isn't it? What more did you bring? So how do you go beyond the ordinary when you're understanding your customers? And allow me quickly to take you through an example of a company that is doing it very well, and that is Disney. When you go to Disney World, they give you a wristband. So they can get data from you, from how long you queued before you go to either the cinema or wherever. What were your facial emotions using face recognition technology? Because your face can show I stayed so long in the queue, or I did this. When you were in their cinema, what are those moments of a movie that made you smile, or what made you groan? And more importantly, when you go to their restaurants, they are intelligent enough to know you have these allergies. So that even as somebody approaches you, they say, Miss Ruth, last time you took this and this, could you probably take this? Guys, if you want customer experience, you need to invest in it. See, just didn't wake up. I asked those guys how many trainings they do. And it's a culture. Even when you come in as a good person, then you become a rotten tomato. Because people are like, hey, why are you showing off? Eh? For us here, we put on our shoes. You know, ladies come with these high heels, then put them under the table, then they saunter around pulling the what? The flats. The second trend, ladies and gentlemen, is understanding the customer in a particular moment. If you are a relations manager, you should be be able to know that your customer in the morning drives their kids to XYZ. After that, they go to their office at worker's house. After that, they probably go for golf. After that, they do. That is what they call understanding the customer in a particular moment. So that you don't stress people. Hello, and this one we are calling you. You should be able to know this customer wants SMS, this customer wants emails, this one do not disturb list. Never bother them. Hello? So what Spotify does, the music guru, is they are able to, using the data analytics, know your trends, so that in the morning when you're driving, they give you a different playlist. When you're in the gym, they give you a different playlist. According to your trends. I think we've seen this in the search engine. Think of Google. When you type, for example, something, the next time you try to type, they'll give you related things. Same with Netflix. When you watch a particular movie, they try to give you something similar. How do we bring that to Uganda? What more do you know about your customer? Because you get scared this customer hasn't paid. Have you looked at the data to tell you that this customer pays every so often? Or do you know that they were right-sized, as they call it, termination? The other is anticipating customer needs, ladies and gentlemen, as I wind up. I'm seeing banks trying to do something like this. You know, the telcos let the Wewole Malako wave, so they know somebody may run out of credit at one time. So these banks are saying, you need a loan of this and this. The only problem are those requests informed by data. How do you send Aggie? Aggie, I'll use you. Aggie, they don't even know your name. Hi, do you need a loan of 5,000 to 20? What will that do for her? Have you checked to find out how much she earns? But other than that, we are moving in the right direction. Okay? The other trend is actively adding value to your customer. Like I said, customers are tired of the obvious. They want companies that move with them along the value chain. What do I mean by this? Think of financial literacy, that's NSSF, DFCU, and all these companies trying to do it. But the problem with Uganda, when we do it, then it becomes stale. You need to keep reinventing. You know, today is this, tweak it, that kind of thing. So, for those in life insurance, I had Prudential. There is a company called Athena Life Insurance. So what they do, they know to gain money, their customers shouldn't get sick. So what they do, they make it their business to make sure that customers are in shape. Because they know that when they are not in shape, they get all these diseases. So they have partnered with Apple. As a customer, as you join, they give you the Apple Watch. Okay? And they tell you, you have two options. Either to pay this watch in installments of so long, or to make these daily steps or jogs and take it for free. And guess what customers do? If you are the one I do all these things to, take it for free. And you know what happens? Their customers who are getting claims have reduced by far. And who benefits if the claims are not taken out? You are super audience. So the other is augmenting the customer experience. Please listen to me carefully because this is a new one in Uganda. What do we mean by this? Ladies and gentlemen, using virtual reality, using augmented reality, using mixed reality, the world can now provide a situation where you can do things virtually. The best example I can give is what Rwanda did in the Dubai Expo, where you were able to watch the gorillas from the comfort of your home. So what do companies like Warby Parker, for those of you with specs, high MC, so what Warby Parker does, if you want specs from them, you get to their app, you take a picture of your face, you check